Paulson Colt was enraged and vented all his anger towards Zane Martel on the genius young man before him. Thus, his attacks were ruthless. The hair-sized willpower attacks pierced through his opponent's head and made the young man scream. However, Paulson Colt did not crush his opponent. Instead, he slowly tortured the young man and pictured him as Zane Martel. The genius young man screamed miserably. Even Mr. Busher couldn't stand watching the scene anymore. But he couldn't stop the battle because of his identity. After more than 10 minutes, Paulson Colt finally vented all his anger and kicked the young man off the battle ring. After that battle, although the young man did not turn into a fool, it would probably take him 1 or 2 years to recover his damaged willpower. Then, Paulson Colt glared at Zane Martel, as if to tell Zane Martel his next target was him.
Paulson Colt wins this round and gets to advance to the third round. The next battle will be between candidate number 2 and candidate number 6.
Dante Kane was candidate number 2. Ever since Dante Kane displayed his divine bone celestial body bloodline in the previous round, he'd been a popular candidate to become the Dragon Envoy of Newland. Moreover, his attacks were accurate and ruthless. If Mr. Busher did not emphasize that no killings were to happen in the battle rings, and if he wasn't present to monitor the battles, Dante Kane would not have held back his attacks. Dante Kane's opponent was a man in the early 9th stage of the expert level. His level was beyond Dante Kane's. However, Dante Kane did not panic about facing such an opponent. Instead, he appeared very calm. He seemed to exude an emperor's aura and planned to crush the man in the 9th stage with his powerful skills.
Tisk, he's too strong. I guess Dante Kane's actual strength has almost reached the semi-martial king level. I think Dante Kane will highly likely become the Dragon Envoy of Newland this time.
Some were surprised, whereas some started flattering Leo King.
Ha ha ha, it's not over yet. It's too fast to congratulate me now.
In the end, Dante Kane won the battle. He stepped off the battle ring and surprisingly walked over to Zane Martel.
Zane Martel, you will be my next opponent, right?
He made it clear that Zane Martel was his target. Zane Martel's face fell as he made that speculation.
Huh, you're right. I'm not Alex Harper, but I promised him I'd help him fulfill his last wish. You will save me a lot of trouble if you're willing to end your own life.
Zane Martel refuted him in a cold voice.
Ah, that's funny. What a coincidence. I am Alex Harper's enemy, so can't you end your own life instead?
Seeing that Zane Martel refused to take his own life, Dante Kane curled his lips and remained unfazed. If Zane Martel refused to take his own life, he would do it on Zane Martel's behalf then. The next candidate to step inside the battle ring was a beautiful lady with short hair. Her opponent was a rather short man. His strength was the power of earth and impressive defense power. Thus, he could block the lady's attacks. In the end, he sent the lady flying out of the battle ring with a punch at extremely high speed and won the battle.
The next round, we have candidate number 4 fighting candidate number 8.
Candidate number 4 is Ethan Haddon. Although Ethan Haddon's performance was not as impressive as Dante Kane's, his skills were not to be underestimated too. A green light swirled around Ethan Haddon's body, making him look gloomy and terrifying. Moreover, his body movement and combat capability were very powerful. With slightly more than a dozen moves, he knocked the skinny man to the ground. The skinny man could not move an inch after that. Until then, the second round was officially over. A total of 5 candidates advanced to the third round. The 5 candidates included Paulson Colt, Dante Kane, Ethan Haddon, the short man, and Zane Martel. However, Zane Martel had been relying on the blank card to advance to the third round. He did not show his strength at all. Thus, many people assumed Zane Martel was only lucky. He might not be as powerful as the other candidates. He might even be defeated immediately if he were to face the other 4 candidates.
Next, we will begin the third round. The rules are the same as before. Candidate number 1 fights candidate number 3. Candidate number 2 fights candidate number 4. The other person gets the blank card.
Mr. Busher made the announcement and released the jade cards into the air again, letting the candidates pick their cards. Instantly, Paulson Colt and the short man had their eyes lit up as they stared at Zane Martel. Not only them, but Victor Quinn, Medicine Costa, and some elders in the stands were also staring at Zane Martel. Zane Martel had been really lucky in the previous 2 rounds. He might get the blank card again. Hence, Paulson Colt and the short man refused to let Zane Martel be so lucky again. On the contrary, Dante Kane and Ethan Haddon remained calm and stepped out to take their number cards.
I'm number 1 inch.
Lord, I'm number 3.
That meant the two would have to fight each other in the battle ring. In other words, one out of the 3 remaining number cards would be the blank card. Paulson Colt and the short man exchanged a look and stared at Zane Martel, but they did not step out. Seeing that, Zane Martel stepped out and was about to get the first number card among the remaining 3. But then, someone rushed in front of Zane Martel in a flash and snatched the number card.
Ha ha ha, this is mine now.
However, when he looked at the number card, his face fell.
This is number 2. I am number 2.
Paulson Colt narrowed his dark eyes and felt his heart beating faster. Seeing that, Zane Martel made way for Paulson Colt.
Why are you so nervous? Do you want to go first?
Do you think I have no idea you want to get the blank card again? I will not let you get that.
He certainly intended to snatch over the Jade card too as soon as Zane Martel made a move. Even the elders in the stands could not stop talking about it.
Since Zane Martel got 2 blank cards in a row, now we only have 2 Jade cards left, with one of them being the blank card.
Do you guys think Zane Martel can get the blank card again?
No way, that's impossible. How is it possible that he will get 3 blank cards in a row? Also, look, Paulson Colt is preparing to snatch it over.
Well, we never know. There's nothing impossible in the world.
Nothing impossible? If Zane Martel gets the blank card again, I'll do a handstand and eat ish asterisk T.
What the F asterisk CK? Are you certain about that? You should know Paulson Colt promised to run naked, but he went back on his word. Will you go back on your word too?
I'm a man of my word. I'll bet this on my lifetime honor.
Meanwhile, Zane Martel was rendered speechless in the battle ring. It was really a coincidence that he got the blank cards in the previous 2 rounds. Yet these people made it sound like he had some secret skills to ensure he would get a blank card.
Forget it. If you don't want to go first, then let me take mine.
In another flash, Paulson Colt rushed before Zane Martel like a lightning bolt and snatched the Jade card.
Ha! Zane Martel, you will never get the blank card again after getting it 2 times in a row. Dream on. I'm getting the blank card this time. I got the blank card.
He did not even look at the card as he raised it above his head and showed it to everyone in the venue. Zane Martel did not say anything. Mr. Busher did not say anything. Everyone did not say anything. There was dead silence in the entire venue, feeling like one could hear if a needle dropped. Awkward filled the scene. Everyone twitched their lips, feeling extremely embarrassed for Paulson Colt. The Jade card in Paulson Colt's hands was not a blank card, but a number 4. However, Paulson Colt was still unaware of that and assumed he got the blank card. Mr. Busher could not stand it anymore. He cleared his throat and reminded Paulson Colt.
Paulson Colt, get ready. You will be up next.
Ha ha ha! I knew it. Zane Martel, see? I got your blank card this time.
However, in the next second, he quickly noticed something was amiss. He turned around to look at Mr. Busher.
Mr. Busher, I'm holding the blank card. Why am I up next? Is there any mistake?
Mr. Busher couldn't stand it anymore and rolled his eyes at that question. Paulson Colt glanced at his number card. Then, his eyes widened and he stiffened.
Number 4. How is it number 4? Where is the blank card? Where is my blank card?
Paulson Colt felt like he had been struck by thunder. If he got the number 4 card, wouldn't that mean the other card was the blank card? Everyone had gotten their number cards, which also meant Zane Martel had gotten the blank card again. Upon realizing that not only Paulson Colt but everyone else, including Mr. Busher, was shocked. 3 times. He got the blank card 3 times in a row. How was that possible? Moreover, Zane Martel wanted to take Paulson Colt's and the short man's cards before that. Yet the two snatched away those cards because they thought they would be blank cards. To their surprise, they completely missed out on the blank card. Zane Martel sighed and walked over calmly to get the last Jade card. He flipped it over for Mr. Busher to verify. Blank. It was the blank card.
The blank card again. How annoying.
The first time he obtained the blank card, he was actually glad that he could reserve some energy. The second time he got the blank card, he thought he was quite lucky. However, things were different when Zane Martel got the blank card for the 3rd time. He was not someone who had no confidence in his own strength. He wanted to prove himself in the battle ring and beat up Dante Kane and Paulson Colt. However, now that he got the blank card again, he could only wait to prove himself in the next round. Upon hearing what Zane Martel had said, everyone else, including Paulson Colt and Mr. Busher, was infuriated. It sounded pretentious that he was complaining about being so lucky to get 3 blank cards in a row. They were irritated by his reaction.
Damn it, he got the blank card again. This is so unfair.
That's right, it is indeed unfair.
The yellow-robed elder's face fell when he saw what had happened. His jaw dropped so hard that it almost crashed to the ground.
A blank card again. He actually got a blank card again. Hey, didn't you bet on your lifetime honor that you will do a handstand and eat Shash Asteristi if Zane Martel gets the blank card again? It's time for you to fulfill your promise.
Ouch, my stomach hurts a lot out of the blue. What did you say? My stomach hurts so much that I can't hear you. I need to see a doctor. Doctor, please treat my stomach.
The yellow-robed elder held his stomach and acted like his stomach ached a lot as he quickly left the stands.
Damn, I knew it. His stomach hurts, not his ears. How could he not hear what I said? He's shameless.
Meanwhile, Leo King was undoubtedly the happiest person. Zane Martel was from the Amor Mountains. Although he was yet to fight other candidates, he had already advanced to the final round. After the selection, the Carlton Dragon Palace branch in the Amor Mountains would surely be rewarded by the Carlton Dragon Palace branch in the Tranquil Sea region. He could not help grinning widely at that thought.
This is unfair! This is unfair!
Paulson Colt trembled all over and pointed at Zane Martel as he yelled,
Mr. Busher, he cheated. He must have cheated. How could he get 3 blank cards in a row without cheating?
Exactly. I find it unfair, too, to get 3 blank cards in a row. This is boring. Can I switch my card with someone else?
The one who chimed in was none other than Zane Martel. He was not bragging about it, but he also felt it was unfair. He wanted to teach Paulson Colt a lesson in the battle ring. However, Mr. Busher fumed in anger when he heard that.
This kid was too arrogant.
Mr. Busher would have attacked Zane Martel to teach him a lesson if it weren't due to his identity. Still, he cleared his throat and said solemnly,
I distributed the jade cards. There are no traces of willpower or any marks on the cards, so it's impossible that someone could cheat their chances right under my eyes. Also, didn't you snatch your card from Zane Martel? Who else could you blame for that if not yourselves?
Paulson Colt turned livid to be reprimanded by Mr. Busher. He would have died of anger if it weren't for his exceptionally strong willpower.
All right, let's begin the 3rd round now. Candidate number 1 will fight candidate number 3, and candidate number 2 will fight candidate number 4.
Mr. Busher made the announcement. Although many people were unconvinced about the outcome, no one dared to resist when Mr. Busher was present. Soon, only Dante Kane and Ethan Haddon were left in the battle ring. Everyone could not wait to see who was more powerful between Dante Kane and Ethan Haddon, since they were both strong and had bizarre attacks.
My lord,
Ethan Haddon frowned. He dared not make a move against Dante Kane. To Ethan Haddon, Dante Kane was his lord and master. He would never raise his fist at Dante Kane.